Hello, hello. Hi, it's me, Julie Jones. Thank you for joining me on this Monday afternoon. It's not so sweet outside, right? Mid Wales, we've got a bit of sunshine and a bit of rain. I don't know what you've got where you are. And we've got some Anna, we've got Hazel, we've got Jackie. So welcome. And Jean and Jill. Oh, we've got quite a few. Susan and Martine. Hello, welcome. So if you've not joined me before, my name is Julie Jones and I'm a yoga teacher and healer here in Mid Wales. And we're going to do some all ability seated chair yoga today. We're going to just change the format just slightly because today, before we even start, I'm going to ask you to do something because unless we know what's going on for ourselves in the moment, this moment now, we don't know if we can, we won't see any improvement. So what I would like to do is, I would like you to have a little think now. I'm hoping you've got a chair. And whilst you're sat in your chair, I'd like you to just think between 0 and 10, with 0 being, I don't feel very connected to my body and I'm not feeling like settled in myself, and 10 being, oh my God, I feel great in my body and I feel really connected, mind and body. Give yourself a number now. Just spend one moment just doing that between 0 and 10. And it doesn't matter what number you pick. You can't get it wrong. It's your number. Okay? I'm going to give myself a number today and I'm feeling about a 6 today. So I'm going to really enjoy connecting out of my busy mind into my body and then starting to stretch those bits out, using the focus, the power of my mind to stretch and make spaces in my body, right? And I'm hoping that's what you're going to do with me. Amazing. So I'm going to remove this pillow and put it here and I'm going to come to my chair. So, seated on your chair today. Now, I always advise take a block. Okay, or a book if you haven't got one, because if your feet are dingly dangling because you've got little short legs or whatever, then a block will bring your feet up. Okay, so it's quite important to have one because you need to be attached to the earth, right? Because when we are wobbly or unstable, that's when we fall or hurt ourselves. So that's why the block is important if your feet don't reach the floor. Okay, so we're going to do, as we always do, a little bit of a leaving the mind behind, or the shopping lists, or the conversations you had last week, and just coming into the moment now. And the only thing that is in this moment now is our breath. And our bodies, right? And that's it. Me and you together. Here now, in this moment, nothing else is happening, right? Nothing else. So let's just spend a moment doing that. So I'm going to ask you to get into the back of your chair. Chairs are always good without arms, so you can move your arms freely. Good. And just have a little settle in. So you can get your feet, put them flat on that floor. That's it. Have a little squirm. And then I want you to take a big, deep breath in. Hold it at the top and then go, ah. Good. Take another big deep breath in. That's it. We're getting lots of energy from that oxygen, right? It's going to start to wake up our bodies. Good. Ah. Remember that number because we're going to check in at the end. Last big breath in. Good. Energizing the body. Holding it, opening up chest, and then go, ah, good. And then just close down the eyes, and we're going to go inside the body now. And we're going to do that by noticing the breath coming in through the nose or through the mouth, in, down the throat, and into our space inside. Good. And just see if you can just breathe naturally, not pushing or forcing anything, but just notice your breathing. Notice if it's difficult to just notice how you are breathing. Good. And when you've had a couple of nice breaths like that, I want you to just take the focus of your mind, now the lights are off, into a part of your body, and I'm going to direct you down to your feet. I want you to just notice your feet on the floor. Both your feet now on the floor or on the block or whatever they're on. Have a little wiggle of your toes with your eyes closed. Can you feel anything with your toes? Maybe it's your socks. Hopefully you haven't got shoes on because that'll really constrict your toes. Maybe it's the carpet or the floor. Whatever it is, just have a little feel of that. See if you can move your toes across it. Good. It's not difficult stuff. Anybody can do this. But it just gets you in touch with your body and how it feels, what it can sense, and particularly at the moment, your toes. Good. Take a big breath in, like we did at the beginning, then hold it, and go, ah. Have a big sigh. Sighs are beautiful. They make us feel really relaxed. Good. Now we're going to take our powerful focus of our mind and move it into our hands. Both our hands. Good. And what can your fingers feel beneath the surface? What surface are they on? Maybe they're touching a little bit of material. Maybe they're in the air a little bit. What can you feel under your fingers? Good, good. Just have a little roll across the surface of your fingers. What's there? Is it smooth or rough? Does it feel warm or cool? Good. Just getting in contact with your fingers now, with the lights turned off. Just breathing and sensing what you sense. Good. Wiggle out the fingers. I'm going to take a big breath in. Hold it at the top, and we are going to wiggle our fingers, and we're going to wiggle our toes. Hello, hello. We're wiggling our toes, wiggling our fingers, and we can open our eyes. Hello, hello. So that is just a very easy way to turn off the lights, because our eyes sometimes distract us, right? Sometimes our hearing distracts us too. And just going inside the body and feeling feet and hands and connecting with the body, right? So we've done 2 exercises now to connect with the body. Now we're going to move into the third section, which is we're going to focus our awareness into the body, and we're going to move around parts, connected parts that often get tense and tight, right? And I don't know if you've never noticed this, normally around your head, neck and shoulders, sometimes at the base of your spine, into your hips, down through your legs, you might get tension and tightness, okay? Down the legs, into the feet. So we're going to work through these sections now, very mindfully, yeah? The same sort of focus into these areas. And then we're going to breathe through them, allow whatever is there and release it out, okay? It's a wonderful way to create space inside. Okay, so we're going to start by bringing our back away from the back of our chair, because when we do that, we put our heels on the floor in front of us. Let's have a little look down, look at our feet. Our feet and our heels are under our knees, wonderful. Now I can't see all of you because I'm on a phone and the screen isn't very big. So I'm going to have to trust that you are going to work within your abilities, okay? Anything you don't feel like is good for you today, you just leave it and you wait, because we're going to move on and I'll catch up with you, okay? Whatever you do for you is completely perfect. Remember that. So we've got our stomach awake, our back awake, our shoulders. Let's take our shoulders up, round, back and down. Good. Notice the energy in your belly and your back. Feels tall and strong. Then we're going to take our head and wobble it up and stick our head back onto our neck. Beautiful and tall. Take a big breath in. Opening up the chest, energizing your body. Big smile on your face. That's it. There's nobody else around, just us. And dropping back into the body. So then I'm going to invite you in this beautiful tall position to take a big breath in. And go big and tall. I want you to go tall. And then I want you to look up at your hands and wiggle your fingers. Hello, fingers. And then just have a little reach up on the right side and a reach up on the left side. And as you're doing this, I want you to really notice your side body. Notice how your side body is stretching out. What's in your side body? Well, there's ribs. Ooh, look at those ribs getting a stretch. Yeah, beautiful. And you could look at your hands if you want to have a gaze up, trusting that your feet are on the floor, your bum is on that chair, and you're very safe to do this. Stick your fingers up, reach for the sky, and then we're going to bring our arms wide and down and put the hands on the knees. Lovely. Good. And we're going to go straight into a cat-cow today, all right? And this is going to start to open up the spine. And I've done these before, but if you're new to them, I want you to take a big breath in. And then what we're going to do is drop our shoulders forward and our head forward, but the middle of our back is going to reach backwards and make a lovely arch round the back. And you'll notice your spine stretching back. Your belly is all hollow here. Good. And then I want you to breathe in and pick your chest up, open up your shoulders and tip your chin up and back. Good. And this is your cow because here's my udders being exposed. Look. And this is the cat. Yeah. A cat will make itself look bigger. Breathing out. Breathing in. Good. We want to do these really slowly. Breathing in. Opening up the chest. Pulling the shoulders back. And in. Now, if you've been to a yoga class before, you may have done these on the floor, on your hands and knees. Cat. Cows. Good. And you'll notice your spine goes whoop, whoop. And spines love this stuff. So just gently, this is quite a strong way to start the class today. But remember, you're doing this exactly right for you. Good. I'm just a model of how to do it. Okay? Really slowly. We're going to do one more this way. One more that way. Good. And then just settle in. Nice and tall again. Space behind you. Your back is strong. Your stomach is strong. And you are seated up. Good. Let's take our hands forward. I'm going to wiggle our hands, wiggle our hands, wiggle our hands. Wiggle them down, wiggle them over. Good. Can you draw them up? Ooh, notice if you keep your elbows up, how that makes a sensation on the outside of your shoulders and arms. Good. Draw them down. Ooh, can you show me your palms, but upside down? How does that feel? Does that feel slightly uncomfortable? You may not have done that forever. Draw the fingers up. Good. Draw them down. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. I'm going to take these hands, turn them around and do a little piano all the way around to the side and then drop both our hands down. And this hand is going to go over the thigh and then I want you to get really tall in the body and wide in the chest. Good. Remember that beautiful posture of yours. Breathe. Then I want you to take your hands, wiggle them out, and then we're going to make a sunrise. Sunrise up and over. Oh, straight back down the other way. And you'll notice now your hands have settled down over this side and you're looking over this side. And now I want you to breathe. Up your spine. Hold it. And breathe out. Good. I'm going to take the hands again, wiggly fingers like you're playing a piano, up and over, a sunrise, nice and tall, back down. Settle the hands down, good. See if you can stay tall in the spine, wide in the chest, breathing, breathing. Good, open up the chest with your breath, breathing out. We're going to go up again, up and up and up and up. Looking up with your hands, follow your hands with your eyes, down you go, amazing job. Settle the hands down, tall in the spine, wide in the shoulders, good. Breathing in, breathing out, amazing job. Last time up, you may have noticed we're working on the spine, nice and tall, and then I want you to take the hands and you're going to follow your eyes with your hands. So watch your eyes on your hands, and we're going to come straight forward and lean forward out of the belly, like we're trying to reach something in front of us. Ooh, can you quite grab it? Notice your stomach and your back are really holding you up now. Use your focus and breathe. Remember, you're strong in the core muscles, that's it. And we're going to use our hands, go straight up, follow the eyes with the hands. Good. How does that feel? Now, if we take our hands and pull them slightly back beyond the back of our head, see if you can lean back a little. Notice how the spine has to lean back with you. Okay, notice the energy in your stomach. It holds you up, your back will hold you. And now we're going to come forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then we're going to drop the hands straight down, hollow out our belly. Good. Oh, what are we reaching for? What are you reaching for? What's your favourite thing? You're trying to grab it in front of you. Notice your stomach. Notice your back. It's working really hard. Breathing in. Good, good, good. And you'll be doing this exactly in the right way for you. Looking up, looking at your hands. We're going to have one more little lean back. The hands have gone slightly further back than my head. Good. Breathe. Your back is working to try and keep you in this position. And now we're going to breathe out, out, out. And then we're going to have a little rest with our arms, because I don't know about you, but my arms are getting quite tired just from reaching forward. Good. And then when you're ready, we're just going to draw back. Oof. Wow, that was really strong stuff. You should be feeling really warm in your body. And your arms might be feeling a little tired. And we don't have to move too much, right? We can do things nice and slowly and still get really good, strong core strength and flexibility. Okay, I'm going to take my hands now and start to just shake them out. Shake out your arms. And we want to breathe in. Draw up the shoulders, like the arms are dead. I know we look slightly funny, but that's okay. And then we're going to breathe out. And let the shoulders go. Good. We're just releasing off any tension or tightness that we've just got from doing all those really strengthening exercises. Breathing in. Our head is sort of sat between our shoulders, like we've shrugged ourselves up. And then we're going to breathe out and let those shoulders go. Down, 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 down. Good. Shaking out the arms. Really good. Last time up. Shoulders, shruggy, shruggy shoulders. Wiggle your hands, dead arms. That's it. Beautiful. And then just let them go. Good. Just shake out all that energy. Good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So let's just have a nice breath in. We can even put our hand on our heart or on our chest and just breathe. Invite in a lot of relaxation and calm with the breath. Hold it. And then sigh it away. Really good. And we're just going to do a little bit for our head, neck and shoulders, because these are places often we get to the end of the day and our shoulders are up here somewhere. So what we're doing now is allowing this to drop. Just going to take an ear and go to a shoulder. And whichever ear you chose, take the opposite arm out. And just notice the energy of that. Try and keep it low. If you take it a bit higher, you'll notice there's this sensation up this arm. So just keep it lower if that feels uncomfortable. And we're just stretching out this area here. Big breath in. Bring the hand back. Good. And we're just going to take this right arm out. Good. Have a little wiggle. And then just drop this other ear. This is my left ear, but it might be your right. And again, just notice this area here. You may notice it on the inside as well. There's a tightening here and a loosening here. And this is why when we wiggle our fingers, take a big breath in. It's very important we do the same for each side, right? So we can bring balance to each side of our body. Let's have another go here. This time we'll leave that hand in and just use the ear down to the shoulder. Yeah, this shoulder's not coming up. This ear is traveling towards the loose, limp shoulder. Good. Nice. Breathing in. Releasing it off. Really good. Last time, this side. Again, notice the energies. Big breath in. Good. Coming up to the center, we're just going to drop this chinny chin chin down to the chest. Good. We always do these around the head, neck and shoulders because these are places we always get tightness. Notice the energy up the back of your neck. Breathe into that space, hold it, and then see if you can relax these shoulders even more. Last big breath in. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and then go, good. And we're just going to take the chin, good focus, take the chin up. Notice this front area and then how it feels in the back of your neck. Then take a couple of breaths here, big breath in. Opens up the chest, opens up all the parts inside with a big balloon of the expanding lungs, and then go, good. Last, look up. And release, good. Let's just have a little roll around the shoulders, loosen them up. Roly, roly, roly. I'm going one side and then the other side. You can use your elbows if this feels easier, because sometimes that's what we do when we run, don't we? We open up, we run like this. And this gives our bottom half more push forward. And try and go backwards now. Is this easier or this is harder? Notice what that feels like, because we don't often run backwards, do we? No. Now go forward again. Running, opening this up, opening up the shoulders, opening up the arms. Good. And then let's go backwards, back the way. Maybe even go slower. Ooh, notice what this feels like. Is this more difficult? And if you notice that, notice it. Good. Ooh, let's settle in and just again, let's take our hand on our heart. Just have a real nice breath into the body. And just notice anything that feels different. And you may feel this as like different energy or sensations, maybe some tingling. Good. Remember, we want the mind to stay focused inside the body and on the body, okay? The rest of the week, the mind is in the mind, right? It's got all these to-do lists. And this is a very small space and can give you headaches if you spend too much time in here. This is how come if this mind is telling you too many things, your heart rate goes up, you shallow breathe, you go into a heightened state of nervousness and awareness of, all the fear stuff starts happening. Okay, so now we're just doing the opposite, calming everything down. We're going into the body, we're breathing into the body, we're slowing everything down. Good. Big breath in. Good. Right. Let's get our legs involved, right? We haven't done much with the legs. So I'm going to ask you to notice both your legs and then open them like this. Okay? And in yoga, this is called a goddess goddess pose, because if I open my legs like this, the goddess, right, she has good open hips, broad hips. That's why we have these beautiful hips. If you're a lady, if you're a man, opening up into the goddess is slightly more difficult because you're a man and you are not going to, at some stage, have a baby through this or want to have a baby through this, right? Okay, so our hips are open. You can feel it. I want you to put your toes under your knees. So your toes should go out the same as your knees, okay? Have a little check on those. Okay, and we're going to take our arms. Now this really does make the goddess pose, okay? Beautiful pose, it's a very strong pose. And if you take your elbows and open them out and see if you can raise them up. So they're not hanging down like this, but if this feels more comfortable, then please lower your elbows, okay? So just find a position that feels really good for you. It's very strong. I want you to open up the spine, sit really tall and wide, okay? Wonderful. Big breath in, up the spine, up the top of your head, from your seat all the way to the top of your head. Beautiful. Good. Now I'm going to do something with my elbows here. I'm going to draw them in together. See if I can keep my hands up and straight. Now you have a little go at this. How does this feel when you pull these hands in and pull them out? Okay, let's do 2 of these. Pulling in. Really slowly pulling out. Good. See if you can keep the elbows raised. Good. Pulling in, pulling out. Now, really good. Let's drop the hands down and rest those shoulders. Have a little roll round. With our feet out, still, I'm going to get you to put an elbow down on this right knee, okay? And if you notice, your whole body will come down with it. Just nicely relaxed. Good. And then I want you to take this other arm, left arm, and just take it up. Now, if you find it difficult to raise your hand up, you could just do it with an elbow. Okay? But you want to look something like this, and you'll just be stretching out that top part of your back into the leg space, into the hip space. Really good. Remember to do this nice and gently. Don't need to do too much with your head. Good. And then I'm going to come up. Ooh, nice and straight. Good. Have a breath here. Good. And then I want you to take this left hand and put it on your elbow. Okay? Check in that your heel is under your knee because that's nice and solid. Good. And again, you could just have a nice breath here and stay like this. You don't have to raise this arm at all, okay? If you want to raise the arm, you could raise it from the elbow. But if you want to go straight the way up, have a little go at that. And you'll notice this sensation across the lower part of your back. Good. We're using our goddess legs to twist the lower part of the spine and get into those little nooks and crannies at the lower part, outer parts of our back. Good. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Opening up here. Good. Reaching for the sky. Good. Lovely. Hand comes down. Ooh. Wonderful. Now I'm going to use our hands again. So we're going to get our little arms. Maybe don't put them up so high this time. And we're going to have a little go at moving both of them together. Okay? Little bit of exercise. Now, if you don't want to use your arms at all, you can just rest your hands and just do the little walks, okay? But see if you can keep very centered up your spine, piece of invisible string holding you up. I want you to breathe because that's how you energize your body, right? Can't hold your breath and move. The bigger the breath, the more energy you've got coming in. Okay, so when you're ready, I'm going to use my hands on this time. So we're going to come in and out and in. Now see if you can pick up your legs and have a little walk out and in. Good. We're opening up the hip space. Good. And remember, another way of doing this, good, really good, is put your hands down. You might feel more supported this way. Put your hands on your knees and pick up that knee and go out. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Good. Got a few more in you? Remember to stop as soon as your body tells you you've done enough, okay? And you could do these very little, right? Just work with what you've got today, and whatever you've got is perfect. And if it's perfect for you, it's perfect, right? Because that's all that matters. Last few times, give it what you got it, that's it. Walkie, 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 opening up the hips. Ooh. And then what we're going to do is pick up one leg, pick up the other leg, and say thank you very much, hips, thank you, thank you. And we're going to have a little roll around this central bit, okay? Now, I call it a hula hoop, so it's almost like you've got an imaginary hula hoop, okay? You can even get your hands and hula hoop. Amazing? Good. Because this middle section of your body, yeah, it likes to move like this, yeah? If you are stiff in the back area, like I used to be very stiff. I used to suffer with sciatica and bad backs all the time, okay? But since I have on a regular basis been moving all these joints around, doing chair yoga and yoga practice, I do not get bad backs anymore, okay? I just don't get them, and I'm the oldest I've ever been and the healthiest, mobile and fittest I've ever been, okay? So I just focus my awareness and my attention on what I want to create, and I want to create a really beautiful, flexible middle. And I guess that's what you want too, right? A really beautiful, flexible middle, okay? So just rolling around on a chair, moving this midsection like this really helps. Good. Let's have a little settle up. Take our hand. Just have a breathe into the chest. And a big sigh out, big sigh out. Just notice anything that feels different in the body now. Anything. Any sensations? Amazing, good. Nowhere fast to go and nothing fast to do. This is your time to spend with your body, okay? Wonderful. So one thing I really do love to do is a lovely hamstring stretch, okay? Because it's a very long muscle. So first of all, I'm going to take my hands and put them under my right knee. But I want you to make sure that the other knee and the other foot is under the knee, okay? So that you feel solid. Remember, we're back away from the chair, yeah? Nice and tall. And we're going to pick up this leg and have this, pull this leg into your body in any way. Now, you may only do it to here, it may be to here, that's fine. Just pull it in and see if you can pull your chest towards your knee. Ooh. Okay? That'll really make a difference. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great. Big breath in. And then we're going to take that beautiful leg straight out in front of you. And I'm going to point my toes up to the sky. Hopefully you can still see that. Okay, wonderful. Take your hands and put them on your bent knee. Never on the straight leg, always on the bent knee. Wonderful. Notice how you can push in on that and it feels nice and solid. Good. So what we're going to do now is stretch out this hamstring. And we do that by breathing in, getting really tall. And then I want you to keep your chin up and your nose up and reach forward like you were smelling some beautiful roses. Like this, and the roses were here. Now, you'll notice an edge up the back of your leg. Okay, that's your hamstring. It runs from the top of your buttock all the way to the heel. Now, let's breathe through that edge, okay? Breathing in, getting tall, and then we're going to breathe out. And you might go, oh, I got a little bit more room out of that then, even if it's a millimetre. Now let's breathe in. And then we're going to stretch through. Amazing. Really great. Stretching through. And we're going to have one more big breath in. And stretch down that hamstring, which loves to be stretchy. Often, bad backs can come from having tight hamstrings, okay? And we don't often really stretch them, right? Oh, feels good. Okay, up we come. We're going to grab our beautiful leg, pull it in again, stretch it through, and put that leg down. Amazing. Now we just want to sit ourselves back on the chair, keep the space, get nice and tall. Let's pull up our shoulders, roll them back and down. That's it. Beautiful. And before we do this side, I'm going to invite you to grab the back of lower part of your chair, okay? This side and this side. And you're going to have to remind me to do this leg, otherwise we're going to be all lopsided. Okay, so when you're ready, I want you to make sure your bum is on that chair, because we don't want anybody falling off a chair. Good. That's it, beautiful. Holding the back of your chair, and I want you to breathe in through the chest, stick out your chest, and let your shoulder blades roll back towards each other, and your arms will get straighter and your chin is going to stay up. Now we're going to breathe, and what we're doing is we're allowing the shoulder blades to creep back towards each other. Over the course of the day and the weeks, we end up hunching in our shoulders. I don't know if you ever noticed, but your shoulders end up in a very different place than you would like them to be, probably. All hunched forward. And this breathing exercise into the chest and allowing the shoulder blades just to creep back towards each other as we sit in a chair, holding onto the lower back of it, just allows time for the shoulder blades to go back where they need to be. And you may notice as you're doing this that you're just getting this open expanse in your collarbones, and your lungs have got space to breathe in, right into that rib cage of yours. So breathe. Whoa, well done. Incredible stuff. Last big breath in, chin still up. And we're going to gently let go of the back of the chair and let our hands settle in front of us. Good. Just notice what this feels like here, just here. How does this shoulder feel? Has the heart got more room? Has your lungs got more room? Just by allowing your shoulder blades to go back and open up your heart space. Wonderful. Big breath in. Another big breath in. Good. Now, we need to remember this other leg, right? We want to create a long, stretchy hamstring here on this side. So whichever leg you didn't do, I hope you remembered. I sometimes forget and then end up trying to do the same leg twice. But you'll notice immediately if you choose the wrong leg. Okay, so here we go. Other leg out, toes are up. I'm using my left leg this time, and this other bent leg, my right leg is bent, and I'm going to put my hands on that bent knee and press down on it, and you'll know it's the right one because it will feel solid. Okay, amazing. So when you are ready, remember what I said? Your chest should feel really open because we just opened it. You're going to take a big breath in. Make sure our bum is on that chair, and then point the toes up, and then we're just going to keep our nose raised, our chin raised, and we're going to immediately go, ooh, and notice our hamstring. Yeah, that's it. Oh, you'll notice that hamstring. It's a very long bit of kit, all the way up the back of the leg. Big breath in. And we're going to release that off as we breathe in, and then we're going to go, as we come back down. Good, and you may notice you get a bit more stretch. Big breath in. Breathing out, good, really good. Taking your time, that's it. Good job. Breathing in, breathing out. Amazing, Catherine, that's it. Breathing in. Martine, that's it, really good. Big breath in. We're just elongating our hamstring, right? Making it long and stretchy. Oh, and it loves it. It's telling you now, I'm loving this. Big breath in. Big breath out. Amazing, amazing. And we're going to take hold of our lovely leg that did all that stretching, and we're going to gently bring it in. Give it a little rub and say thank you, thank you. Send it some kind thoughts, some kind messages. We're going to have a little slump through the legs. Loosen them off. Good. Maybe do a little bit of just loosening them off, shaking them out, shaking them off, shake out your hands. Good. And before we quieten ourselves down and go into a little bit of meditation, a little bit of guided meditation, I'd like you now, do you remember that 0 to 10? I want you to just stop. Now, put your hand here and just have a wonderful cleansing breath in. That's great. Just remember that number you had before, and I want you to give yourself another number now. Just noticing how you feel inside. Good. A number between 0 and 10. And if that 0, I don't feel connected to my body at all, has gone up, even by 1 point, remember that's an improvement. And if it's gone up by 3 or 4 points, that's incredible. Okay? And just remember, any time you spend quality time with yourself and your body loves it. Your body goes, thank you so much. Yeah? We forget about our bodies, and that's why they get painful. Pain is a way of your body telling you something, right? Usually that we've ignored it. Okay, my angels. So now I'm going to invite you to get yourself really comfy in your chair. Okay, that's it. I want you to wiggle yourself back into your chair. Put your back, because it's time to just rest. If you need your block, please put your feet on it. And we're just going to have a few moments just settling in again. Good. So when you're ready, take a big breath in. Squeeze the hands, squeeze the toes, hold it, and then go, Good. Again, big breath in, squeeze the hands, squeeze the toes, squeeze the face, and go, And the last time for squeezy, squeezy, pendulating between what feels tense and tight. And going, letting it go, closing down the eyes and just breathing. And following the breath inside the body. Good, and you may notice every breath you breathe in, you could imagine that you're breathing in relaxation. Every breath you breathe in is just breathing in relaxation. And that relaxation is just going to spread from the top of your head all the way down through your body to your tippy toes. Good. And you could imagine with every breath out, every time you breathe out, you're just breathing out any stress or tension, any tightness in the body. Just breathing all of that out of the body. Good. sensation, letting it spread and breathing out any tension or tightness, anything that does not serve you now. Good. Just breathing. You may notice that your hands, the sensations in your hands feel different somehow. Maybe the sensations in your feet. Maybe your shoulders could just release a little more as you relax deeper and deeper with every in-breath and release with every out-breath. Good. Just relaxing. There's nowhere to go, and nobody needs anything from you now. Just allowing all the facial muscles to relax. Your eyebrows, your cheeks, just relaxing. And maybe even your lips and your jaw will part a little as your tongue sits heavy, heavier on the bottom of your mouth. And just breathing, guided by my voice. Good. And sinking into the chair beneath you. The surface beneath you that supports you. Heavier and more relaxed. Good. And breathe. And just enjoying these last few breaths here in this beautiful calm space you have created in your own body. Your body that houses your eternal soul. When you're ready, you might take your little hands and wrap them around your own arms. Just have a little squeeze of your own arms, the flesh of your own arms. Feel how warm your hands feel when you do this. And just notice how it feels to be held by you. That's it. Now I want you to just spend a bit of time now with your eyes closed, just feeling your own warmth and feeling what a hug from you feels like. Good. Just breathe that in. Breathe in the warmth and the sensations of that. Breathe in the peace that comes with holding yourself. Good. We often save these beautiful cwtches, we call them in Wales, these cuddles, for our loved ones. And now we have a cuddle for ourselves, a cwtch for ourselves. That's it, just a bit of gentle kindness for ourselves. Loving kindness. Good. You might even rock that into yourself. That's it. And when you've filled up your cup full of gentle, loving kindness for yourself, taking one final big breath with a cup full. Oh. You can stay exactly there if you would like to. Fill up your cup more if it's become quite empty. Please join me again in a couple of weeks' time. It'd be lovely to see you. And remember to look after yourself. Fill up your cup. You cannot give from an empty cup, right? With my love, as always, go with my love. Have a blessed week. See you in a couple of weeks. Bye for now.
Thank you, Julie. That was lovely.
Thank you, angels. Thank you so much. It's lovely to have you today. See you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Angel. Bye-bye. Bye, Stephanie. Bye, Jill. Bye, Jean, Anna. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.